Then you reply, Santa only comes when you close your eyes.
Santa only comes when you close your eyes.
It's 10 o'clock. It's starting to snow. You look at the clock. 2 hours to go. And over the sound of your television set, you hear a small voice shouting,
Have you been yet?
Okay, Rudolph. Oh, hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Santa's Village. And it's cold out here and it's snowing, so hey, let's go inside by the fire, have some hot cocoa, and let Santa share some brand new Christmas stories with you. Well, children, story time again. And you almost heard the song, It's Christmas. And the line in the song, Santa only comes when you close your eyes. Well, now I'm going to tell you a story why I want all of you to be asleep on Christmas Eve when I come to your homes. I think it was about 5 years ago on Christmas Eve. We had all been working hard getting all the presents ready for Christmas. We packed up the sleigh full of toys to the brim, and we fed the reindeer and checked everything, making sure it was ready for takeoff. And we went through our flight procedure and checked to see if the life belt was under the seat. Sure enough, it was. So all the regulations were met, and we were ready to take off. We checked with the air traffic control, and whoosh, we are on our way. Bang on time. There it is. Ho, 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 as we sped off. I was about halfway around the world, on schedule, when I saw this house standing by itself. We flew down and landed on the roof. As usual, I went down the chimney and into the living room. It was a beautiful house. I left all the presents under the tree and went upstairs to fill the stockings in the bedrooms. I opened the door quietly and went into one of the bedrooms. And then I realized that there was no one there. The little boy was in the bathroom, and he was coming back in from the bathroom. Well, what could I do? I didn't want him to see me. I opened the wardrobe door and hid inside. The little boy got back into bed, and I waited for him to fall asleep. And then finally, he fell asleep. I came out and filled up the stocking, looked at my watch, and realized I was behind schedule. I was about 10 minutes late and realized that the children in the Pacific Islands would get their presents unless I could make up some time somehow. I shouted to Rudolph, phone Mrs. Claus and tell her I need her help. Tell her I need her help over America. As I reached America, she was there waiting for me. It was fantastic that we could work together. I love her. Down the chimney we both went, and she held open the sack while I put presents under the tree. Just 20 minutes to go, and we were back on track. Down the chimney we went, up the chimney we went, down the chimney we went, and up the chimney we went. Just about 6 houses to go. Then disaster struck. As we were coming up one of the chimneys, Mrs. Claus got stuck. I tried to pull her out, but I couldn't move her. Well, what was I supposed to do? She was stuck. Well, you'll have to tune in tomorrow. I'll tell you what happened.
when you look to the sky and you see us they fly, you wish your friends a happy tide. And when you hear the sound of sleigh bells ring, listen to the children shout and sing. Christmas Eve when the kids come, sleep with these 'cause tomorrow it's Christmas Day. Giddy up, Rudolph, pull that sleigh.
Okay, Rudolph. Oh, hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Santa's Village. And it's cold out here and it's snowing, so hey, let's go inside by the fire, have some hot cocoa, and let Santa share some brand new Christmas stories with you. Okay, boys and girls, you're back from yesterday, and well, Here it is, part 2 of Stuck in the Chimney. So there were only 6 houses to go, and Mrs. Claus was stuck in the chimney. Santa, it's your entire fault. It's always my fault, she said, upset to be stuck. Look at the state you have me in. My dress is dirty. I should have stopped in the North Pole. It's your fault. You're to blame. Well, I looked down at the reindeer. They had their hooves over their ears. Santa was in big trouble with Mrs. Claus. And it's not the first time. It's not my first rodeo. Just then, I thought about the top-selling present this year. I looked in my sack and found one. Yes, my anti-nagging device. I pressed the green button and Mrs. Claus started to smile. I then pressed the red button. Hi, Santa, she said cheerfully. It's great up here. Come on up, it's fun. Phew. I had to act quickly. I took my magic key out of my pocket and went to the house. I looked up the chimney and I could see Mrs. Claus' legs dangling down. I thought, well, Chalky the chimney sweep, an old friend of mine, might be able to help. Rudolph, quick, get Chalky on the phone, I ordered. Within minutes, he was there. He assembled his brushes and tried to push Mrs. Claus out of the chimney. It did not work. All it did was stick her up a little more, a little harder, and make her laugh. Well, what was I going to do? Then Rudolph made a suggestion. Why don't we tie a rope around her and pull her out with the sleigh? I said, that's a good idea. Let's try it. I climbed on the roof, tied the rope around her waist, and then gave the reindeer the command. Away, Dasher! Away, Dancer! The sleigh flew up in the sky, pulling Mrs. Claus straight up out of the chimney. Hooray! I shouted. But then all of a sudden the rope snapped and Mrs. Claus came tumbling down and landed in a snowdrift. Whew. I immediately held both the green button and the red button down together. I finished delivering all the presents with one hand and flew back to the North Pole. I'm very sorry to the gentleman who didn't receive his present last year, but I had to use it on Mrs. Claus, the anti-nagging device. Merry Christmas.